Hernus is the third man to step forward.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Zico will take the third penalty. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit. 3 each. He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Big character, big moment, big save. Cruyff is the fourth man to step up. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Bellingham is the fifth volunteer.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Yeah, Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's been drilled forward. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And claimed it back swiftly. Neymar. He's in a great position here. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Owen. Well, now here's a good... Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Valverde. He's having a shot! And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate. Shoots! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's been cut out, well played. Messi, and he's been shifted off it. And it's made its way to him. Mohamed Salah!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Pirlo. Now it's Eto'o. Played back in. And he's only too happy to take... Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Valverde. Vieira. Fenerbahce look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Danger averted for now. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. Fenerbahce are back on level terms. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew...
A header! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Owen going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The ball has bounced loose now. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Valverde. And that's been won straight back. Pirlo. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Valverde. 5 minutes till the break. He shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out wide. Zico. On the finish! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Salah. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pirlo. Here's Nedved. So what can they make of this? The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that has not gone well. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Costa Curta. Nedved. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Zico. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Zico. And this is Ronaldo. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's got away. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Stood up well to him there. Zico. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, nicely intercepted. Araujo, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Cruyff. He's picked his way through. And this is Owen. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And that has been cleared. Oh, shooting chance! And this is Owen. Has another go! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Batistuta really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Fenerbahce ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Batistuta. Now it's Owen. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Pele. Cleared without complication. That's a throw. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Zico. Osimhen knocks it out wide. That's a pretty loose pass. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Batistuta. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Cruyff. Cannavaro gets a... Oh no, what has happened here? And he shoots! Decent hit and on target. And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Knocks it into space.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Back into the middle. Neymar. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Hoeneß is always... And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So all eyes on HA9, this famous stadium, still very much the venue. And already we're underway here. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a good ball out wide. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, there are keepers, Peter, great keepers, and there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of the great Kaiser, who some have said is the only sweeper that was better than him.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well timed, excellent interception. Good read, needed to be. Costa Curta. And he's forced to go back. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Thuram calmly anticipates. Messi. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's skewed away. Lovely, now then. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zico.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Great vision. Owen! Owen! Sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bellingham. Koundé cuts out the pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi. Now it's Villa. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. There will be a throw-in. Vieira cuts it out. Messi. And it's Messi. Now it's Pirlo. Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Zico. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And it's Bellingham.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now that looks a decent ball. Drives it in. And he's taking no chances there. Messi. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi has created one goal already. And this is Owen. Knocks it out wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good purposeful running this. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And Messi! Vieira clears it away. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. That's tidy. Foot in. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No way through there. And it's made its way to him. Looking for the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved. Nice looking ball. And that's a nicely shaped ball. There's no flag!
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Owen being hunted in tacks.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Villa. He's through here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Zico. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Stood up well to him there. Nedved. Nuno Mendes. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's been played through. Vieira. Now it's Owen. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that is as far as they're going to go.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Khan claims comfortably.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Neymar! And that could come back to haunt them.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Owen, and this is Owen. And a chance! And he hits the net. There seemed no way back, but they are level. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And now they can clear their lines. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Zico did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Fernando Torres. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's out for a goal kick. Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Looking for options for movement. Time added on 4 minutes. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Davids. It's a searching pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, this, of course, a venue that needs no introduction. To many around the world, simply the home of football. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, a team spine.
Big chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Takes a shot! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. 2-0 and in next to no time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Owen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And this is Neymar. Owen. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good ball!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, nice one too. Very nice. Looking for option. Mbappe! Great effort. Beautifully taken.
Mbappe brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's with the keeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is ended up in no man's land. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Taken back almost at once. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Time and again, they are repelled. This looks promising. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vieira! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to pass it through. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Knocks it into space. Neymar receives it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Costa Curta gets it clear. And here's Owen. Owen will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Owen.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely worked. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Owen. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham. And they can counter here. That is a great pick-out. Koundé is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Nedved. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's well positioned here. And he's straight offside. Well, that has not gone well. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we're underway again. Rummenigge. Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. Oh, super find. John Surely! Relentless! Just relentless! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nuno Mendes did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in. It's Nedved! Looking to play him in. Defending was strong and firm. Vieira. That's a pretty loose pass. And here's Owen. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Owen. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line.
Messi! It's hit the upright. That's really well cleared. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Bale.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And this is Messi. Zico. It's run loose here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vieira. Now it's Owen. Messi. Araujo. No way through. Alonso. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's their second corner of the game. Bale plays it short, and here's Bale. And it's Vieira. He's in a great position. Can he finish? And it's in! They're back within reach! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pelé aimed beyond the defence. Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Torres. Oh, he's burst through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
He's had a shot! Goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he cuts out the supply. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely, now then. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
I think we've got just about... Bale! Decent hit from there.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Right. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came...